Hello, and welcome to Hidden Gems and Other Oddities with me, DarcyBits. Today with me is B. We are starting Nancy Drew, Midnight in Salem.
Yeah.
B, how much do you know about the Nancy Drew game series?
I know a little bit because I played a little bit of one. They seem cool. They're very cool detective adventure games.
Yeah, so I know them actually best from watching Mostly Walking, hosted by Day 9. And I feel like I must have seen them back in the day in like a bookstore or something, because they just feel like the kind of game that would be sold in a bookstore while I was a child. But I never played any of them until a few years back, which I played Silent Spy, and I really liked Silent Spy. I highly recommend it. But now we're playing the most recent Nancy Drew game. If you know anything about the history of this game, it was very messy and weird. But I'm not going to get into that, so you should look into it if you're curious. Suffice to say,
I am curious what you're talking
it's
about later.
It's a new team, mostly-ish. It's a new engine from the previous series, and the series is like hyper prolific with mostly the same system throughout, so it's kind of a departure. That said, the gameplay is basically the same as what you would expect, as opposed to the development team behind it, Her Interactive, other projects which are very different gameplay. This is
this trash, like Steam reviews. Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Sorry. I don't know. It sounds like for bad reasons, so I don't know.
Anyway, it is core gameplay style as opposed to the spin-off games that the development team has also been making. So even though it is different production, it is a core series game. And we're here to play it. So, let's let the game take it away. I will play amateur because I know the way these games are designed, and they provide tools that are useful. And I think that playing the master after you've played amateur is perfectly fine and fun.
Cool, okay.
Yeah.
Dear Ned, Austria has been wonderful so far. Dad called. He wants me to get an old relic while I'm here, the Book of Apologies, which dates back to the 17th century witch trials in Salem. I'll be going to Mosam Castle to retrieve it before I head back to the States. It's said to be haunted, so I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries. Ever yours, Nancy.
Since Her Interactive only done Nancy Drew games.
Yes.
Feels like ages since I was on my last adventure. So, are you coming in?
That's alright, Miss Drew. I'd prefer to stay out here.
Why? It's so warm and inviting in here.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All of Judge Sewell's effects are there, just as your father requested. Although, I will tell you, as I told him, the desk is locked, and I don't have the key. But I will gladly stay and answer any questions you have. From the other side of this door. I recommend opening the window for some light. There's no electricity here. Well, in that room at least.
Okay. For the record, I was not controlling it all during that time.
Okay.
Alright, click on objects to interact with them.
Nice. Much better. What a wonderful view.
Hold right mouse to look around. Okay. Great. Click on the edge of the screen to turn. Okay, so I can pivot within this area, and then I have to turn to actually look at another area.
Can you do full 360 degrees, or
No, that's what I'm saying. I can only pivot, but then I can click on the edges of the screen to go around.
So yes, you can.
or no, depending on what your question was. Yeah, so this is actually kind of interesting in that the older games were sort of like stills and you would click around. Whereas this is the first, like, sort of fully 3D game. A lot of them had 3D graphics, but you wouldn't interact with them three-dimensionally, right? You would just be... Like how Myst is 3D, but you interact with it two-dimensionally. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the older games. This is a cool way of doing it.
Great. You know, that room used to be a prison cell. Mosam Castle was the site of the most famous and violent witch trials in Austrian history. The Salzburg witch trials predate the Salem witch trials by 17 years, actually. After the incidents in Salem, Judge Sewell willed his personal effects to be preserved by whichever museum would have them. And since we are the premier historical reference on witch trials, it ended up here.
So, you've seen his Book of Apologies.
The book written by Judge Sewell?
But I can't actually turn.
No.
During this.
I've never actually been in that room.
Do you
Coward.
mind if I ask why? Is there something scarier in here than creaky floors?
Well, let's just say that ghosts exist in this castle. And if they do exist, they definitely haunt that room.
Ghost? Can't say I've ever seen one, but they are non-corporeal by definition.
Cool.
Can you turn around? Something you can turn around to be a ghost.
Ooh. Alright,
Ah!
so this is basically tutorial.
Malleus Maleficarum. Wow. The Hammer of Witches itself. Gives me chills knowing what it did.
Yes, indeed. A how-to guide for hammering out witchcraft. It was written in 1487 by a man whose name I won't even bother to mention because he used bunk science to send hundreds, if not thousands, of people to their deaths.
Oh. Alright, cool. Now, my experience with Nancy Drew games. I should say, I have watched through the entirety of this on Mostly Walking, but I have not actually played it before, so, you know.
So you know how the game goes?
In broad strokes, I don't remember everything.
Okay.
But my experience with Nancy Drew games is that these books tend to be important to crack a thing, but you're not actually expected to read the whole thing. You're expected to sort of like look at them after you know what you're looking
There
for.
really isn't much here.
Yes, Judge Sewell was a Puritan. They believed they should only have purposeful or utilitarian possessions, very little value outside their stated use.
I feel like my cursor shouldn't be able to leave this window, and that's a problem that it can. Anyway.
Some of this stuff looks very old, but it doesn't look like it's very useful.
I feel like I should be able to look at that better. Oh, I guess that worked.
Some of this stuff looks
Oh,
very
same
old,
thing, alright.
but it doesn't look like it's very useful.
Okay, I see why I should be able to
Is
click through
this
stuff
Judge
now.
Sewell's desk?
Oh.
Ah, yes. That desk is where he spent most of his time working when he wasn't in court. Custom made. If the Book of Apologies does exist, he would have written it at that desk.
And what's inside this alleged book?
Your father didn't tell you? It was a ledger containing all the names of the accused witches from the Salem witch trials. Judge Sewell had doubts about his convictions, and he wrote the book as a means to make amends.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look.
I found a letter. It's addressed to Abigail Hathorne Woodley.
What does it say?
I do regret to write to you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. He asks for her forgiveness and for God's.
There we go. Ooh, I can rotate. Is it one of those games? No, okay.
It might be one of those games you signed assistance.
That's very true. Dear Abigail Hawthorne Woodley, I do regret to write to you in this state. I've been racked with guilt, as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. Relentlessly have I cried for his mercy, longing for his light to bathe me in my conscience cleanse. I noticed that's capitalized. Do you think that's a clue? Over recent years, I have been sent punishment only attributable to godly wrath. 2 of our daughters have perished, my wife's mother as well, and our latest child did not draw breath when born. I must repent, lest my children forever be held in anger and contempt by our Father. To right the wrongs made in zealous blindness, I am writing a book I call the Book of Apologies. To be worthy of his mercy, I am traveling the world to note down all the names of those wrongfully accused of witchcraft. Let this be my final legacy, my only way to right the wrongs I have helped create. My guilt allows me not to ask for your forgiveness, though know that my soul remains forever tortured by the knowledge of what I have done. With regrets, Judge Samuel Sewell. It's just capitalized. It's not like it's especially held up.
What does this mean?
So I would not be surprised if it had something to do with us. Ooh. Angles. So what's the thing that she says is locked? I guess that's not a drawer, that's embossing.
Maybe.
Oh. Well,
Locked.
that's what you say.
It was a lantern if it wasn't clear.
Oh, light. Okay.
Locked. Okay, great. How do I leave? There we go. Yeah, if we look at this, that's the lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It's like kind of a pain to like carve out and make, I don't know.
What's a pain?
Hard to tell
Like
how far up we
back
are.
then to like make a secret desk.
You said Judge Sewell was a pious man.
Yes, he believed in the healing powers of the good book. Of course, the Bible was also used to justify executing people.
Depends on who's reading it. It's often misinterpreted. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not yourself from my plea for mercy. Sounds like a man full of regret.
Psalm 55:1. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not yourself from my plea for mercy. Give ear to my prayer. Give ear to my prayer. Okay.
So I remember his numbers. I will have something.
The numbers?
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose it's possible.
Uh,
All right. What's in here? Badoo, part 3, second head, question 4. Maybe those are important. Act as follows, continuation, just the same, medicine is not applicable, various natures of persons. Now a surgeon cuts off rotten limbs and mangy sheep are isolated from the healthy. For if the sons of darkness were to become accustomed to one general rule, they would provide means of evading it as well-known snare set for their destruction.
There really isn't much here.
There really isn't much here. Okay, I'm gonna need to change that. That is issue for me. Okay, I can look at this. It really is teaching me how to interact with the environment. Click right mouse button and the inventory to inspect it. Okay. I guess this is a key.
yeah.
There it
It
is.
looks kind of like the shape that was, yeah. Oh, hello.
Hello.
It looks more like the shape.
Yeah. Ah, I see.
What a clever desk. It even comes with a labyrinth.
Of course you'd say that, Nancy. Oh, no. Look at it. There we go. Hold and drag to move the cube. Oh, okay.
Good straightforward, yeah.
Easy.
You're right.
It's here.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Really? Amazing.
I thought it was another puzzle.
Locked behind some sort of cage, though.
Oh, it is. Okay, good.
The lock says A-W. Any ideas?
A-W? No. But I have some tools in the shop that might be able to cut it free. In my shop. I'll go. Meet me there.
Where is that? Hey, wait for me. The Book of Apologies. It's locked.
Okay. Expecting to be able to zoom in on certain spots, but I guess it's just going to repeat
The
that
Book
line.
of Apologies. It's locked.
Okay, alright. Cool. Does AW mean anything to you based on what we've seen?
As I remember.
Do you think it might not be AW, but something upside down?
Like MV?
Sure. Ear to my prayer, ear to my prayer, ear to my prayer, okay. Well, I suppose I should... Oh, the door's open. Sweet.
Nancy! This way!
Where is that? Dr. Hurst?
On the phone.
Nancy Drew, it's Deirdre Shannon.
Deirdre? Can I call you back? I'm in the middle of...
Listen, I know we haven't exactly been besties in the past, but I'm in the middle of something big, and
Deirdre, I have to call you back.
Wait, don't hang up on me!
Elizabeth?
Wow.
Elizabeth! Hey! What are you doing?
Whoa!
What?
Ninja.
The book! They took the book!
Let's run! I guess. Oh, no, never mind. Wait, I'm here now? Alright.
Stop! Stop running!
Okay. I guess they want me to go this way. Great. Can I go this way now? Nope.
So much for my vacation.
I think they just want me to click through this. Alright. This is what running looks like in this game. It's quite an environment for just to run through it.
Yeah.
Gotta move slowly. Come on.
Whoa!
No!
Wow.
Gotta figure out which way they went. Must be a clue here.
Okay. Can I zoom in any closer? No. Global Travel Airways, first class. October 28th, first class. Seat 3D. From Vienna International Airport. Boston International Airport. Okay. Great.
A ticket to Boston. This canister looks to have been used as a homemade smoke bomb.
Okay.
Oh.
This is a different key. Oh, it's the key that opened the actual thing. Right. The puzzle we didn't figure out.
A-W. Same as the desk.
Alright, how do I go back?
Yes, Deirdre. What is it?
You know where I am right now? Salem.
Salem? As in witch trial Salem?
Obvi. Come on, Drew. My cousin has... Well, she's gotten into some trouble here, and I thought I could help her out. But it turns out the situation is much more
Is she a
complicated than I
character?
anticipated. So now I'm calling you to
I don't
ask
know
for
her.
some guidance.
You want my help?
Ugh, yes, don't make this more painful. I could use your professional opinion, okay?
Well, It so happens that the case I'm on is connected to Boston, which is just nearby Salem. And I was never a big believer in coincidences.
Oh, are you sure?
I'd love to.
Seriously?
I thought I had reached a dead end, but it looks like I have to go to Massachusetts anyway. In any case, a fresh perspective would do me good.
Ugh, you're already annoying me, and you're not even here yet.
You're welcome. I think it might even be fun.
Oh, this is so the worst idea I've ever had. I'll pick you up from the airport.
Nice. So the answer to your question, I imagine she must be, but I don't recognize her. But even if, like, I kind of like that.
Appreciate you coming here, Drew.
Just being like,
I'm just glad you didn't change your mind and leave me at the airport.
she's a person. You don't need to know
Might have
the
crossed my
reason
mind.
to know her.
Keep the excessive cheeriness under control, and we'll be fine.
No promises.
Where
Maybe
were
try
you, by the
I'm
way?
doing that, yeah.
Austria,
Did I interrupt a vacation with Ned?
didn't you bring me here to help with a case?
Yes, I did. And that's it.
A fire? Was anyone hurt?
Happened in the middle of the night. No one was there, thankfully. The house wasn't completely destroyed, but the person who lived there had to move out. Just so we're clear, this is my case. I know you're a detective and everything, but this is personal. It's family. Well, extended, and from my father's side. But whatever, that's not the point. It's personal. You take my lead, okay?
Of course.
But
Well, I have done this a couple of times, Deirdre, and in my experience, we can cover twice as much ground if we work side by side.
respect your experience and whatever, but family trumps experience. It's sensitive, and I don't want you messing it up by being too
what?
you. You're a question machine. This requires gentle handling. Delicate.
And that's been your approach.
Well, like I say, I need help.
So, can I ask some questions?
Like anyone could stop you.
I do want to say in response to that, Nancy is well established as being incredibly tactless, especially concerning family matters in previous games.
Yeah, she's kind of justified here.
Why don't we start with your extended family?
Why don't we start with your extended family?
They're cousins. The Perrys. Parry.
Oh, like in fencing.
Yes. Tegan is the older one. May is younger. They had a difficult childhood, okay? And now May is suspected of committing arson on the most important historic mansion in Salem. And I know it's not true. I know it.
Wait. Why are they a suspect?
What can you tell me about May?
She has a reputation as a troublemaker. Seems like a loner to me. Maybe a bit odd at times.
Sorry, I have to sleep for a
Sometimes she
second.
can
I'll be
even
back.
sense things before they happen.
Odd how?
I don't know. Troubled teen stuff, difficult time as a kid. Oddest thing is, she won't give an alibi.
That would be seen as suspicious.
That's the problem. Everyone is so suspicious of her. Prejudice, I guess. Because of... well, you'll see.
Sounds like we should talk to her soon.
Where do you think we're going?
What does Tegan think about this?
What does Tegan think about this?
She's worried about May, obviously. Tegan isn't like May. She's upstanding. She works at the Salem Museum and doesn't know a thing about criminal cases, which is why she contacted me.
Alright, one more question.
One more question. What can you tell me about this historic mansion?
It's called the Hathorn House, and it's old. Like really old. And now it's been set on fire.
Nothing else significant about it?
Well, yeah, a lot of things. but one that's kinda why you're here.
Which is why.
The Hathorn house is haunted.
What do you mean, haunted?
Exactly that. There's ghosts.
Deirdre.
I don't believe it either, Drew. But I can't explain it. Everyone seems to think they exist. With so many sightings, even if it isn't real ghosts, something is definitely going on. I thought that maybe you can disprove them. So, would you please get out of my car and come inside? If we're going to work side by side, you'd better learn to keep up with me.
You must be Nancy. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm Nancy.
You know, you live in the same neighborhood for 20 years, and you'd expect your neighbors to be a little more understanding when your family is falsely accused of a horrific crime. Oh, I'm sorry. How are you, Deirdre?
I'm good, thanks.
Tegan Perry, welcome to my home. Well, our home, although right now my parents are literally on safari in Namibia, so while their daughter is being convicted of a crime she didn't commit, I'm taking care of things around here. They'll be home soon. Hopefully. A very expensive courier is tracking them down in the bush. Top notch, I found him on the internet. Deirdre tells me you'll be assisting her in clearing my sister's name.
Assisting? Yeah.
She's innocent. I don't know why she won't help herself. She's got a difficult reputation. Well, you know, Deirdre, what people here can be like. She doesn't trust easily, not since... I'm sorry, are you hungry? There's clam chowder, homemade. A little taste of New England. I made up the guest bedroom for you, Nancy. Deirdre, sorry, you're bunking with May. Make yourselves at home. Oh, I almost forgot. After you girls get comfortable, you two should swing by the museum. Might as well take in some history while you're here, right? Just don't get suckered into that witch's walking tour. Olivia Ravencroft is not a witch. She would have you believing all kinds of nonsense about the town being full of ghosts.
I thought you two used to be friends.
That was a long time ago. Look, I'm sorry, I gotta get going. Running late to an appointment.
Thanks, Tegan. I appreciate you letting us stay. Before you go, do you have time for a quick question?
Nancy, we just got here.
Sorry, I know you're in a rush. It would really help.
Of course, I have time for one question, if it'll help.
One question, huh? I wonder if this is actually a restrictive question. What can you tell me about where the fire happened? Do you mind introducing me to May? I don't super care about either of these, and I think the second one's more interesting. Like, maybe that will affect our relationship going forward and make it easier to talk with her.
Do you mind introducing me to May?
Sure. What do you want to ask her?
Well, I'd like to start with what she was doing on the night that the arson took place.
Look, May hasn't had an easy life, okay?
Not easy in what way? I don't want to be insensitive. I'm just trying to understand why she'd be seen as a suspect because of her past.
An accident happened when she was younger, and you might want to ask about it when you see her. Don't. You'll only upset her. She's not very forthcoming with strangers, and people tend to judge on appearances. You understand?
I understand completely. So she trusts you, right?
Yes.
So, did she tell you what she was doing on that night?
No, but she's innocent, I know.
Okay, but how do you know?
She's my sister. I just know, all right? Sorry, things have been stressful around here. I really do appreciate your help. Okay, bye.
You jerk. Tegan said you've been in town for days, but you haven't come by.
I know. I had to check in with your case at the, Look, I didn't want want to bother you. How you holding up?
I've been accused of worse.
No, you haven't.
Hey, at least I got you to get off your butt and finally visit me.
Oh, this is the girl I was telling you about. Nancy Drew.
Nice to meet you.
Bye, Firebutt.
Oh. She really doesn't want to talk. This could be difficult. Any advice?
Do better? I'll be in the kitchen.
Good advice. Okay. So we made it to the game, I guess. This, like, being restricted and then having to click is super awkward, to be honest. Let's take a look at the menu, because I do want to change some settings around. I'm noticing. So, first and foremost, this is fine. Let's turn this back on. It feels like sometimes it locks you into a conversation that you've already heard. So, being able to click through that seems useful. First person camera. Is that gonna feel better? Yes, that feels much better. Okay. Great. Where to start? Where to start? What did my phone actually say? Checklist. Talk to Tegan in the museum. Talk to Judge Danforth. Can I call anybody? Carson, Deirdre, Dr. Elizabeth Hurst, May. I have May's number? How do I get... Okay.
Sorry to break it to you, but I'm ghosting you. Try again later. Or don't.
At least she's honest.
Nice. Well, that's not what I meant to call.
Sorry to break it to you.
Yeah. I meant to call Deirdre.
Hi, you've reached the phone of Private Investigator Deirdre Shannon. I'm working on an important case and can't come to the phone right now.
What?
But if you have any information you'd like to share, please leave a message after the beep.
Professional. Deirdre is taking this very seriously.
Why did you look at me and then mouth the words of... I kind of love that concept. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a bug. I remember seeing that in the Mostly Walking playthrough, and I was curious if it was patched by now, because that was like 2 years ago or something. But I do kind of love the idea of Nancy calling Deirdre's phone, the voicemail going off, Deirdre turning, looking Nancy in the eyes, and just mouthing the words like, "Are you kidding me?" That's pretty good. What else do we got? Texts? Hey Nance, how's it going? Hey Ned, everything is great. Austria has some wonderful views, and the people are so nice. How are you? I'm good. Still on vacation. Gonna go hang with a few friends tonight. Miss you. Miss you too, Nance. We'll have to catch up more later. The bus is here. Okay. Talk to you soon. Hey Nance, I swear you would have loved this place. We should go here together sometime. There was a robbery, and the book I was looking for got stolen. What? Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. The thief dropped a torn plane ticket, so I'm following him back to the US. Nance, are you sure you shouldn't just let the police handle it? I'm seeing this through. There's something going on, and I have to figure out what. Okay, just let me know if there's anything I can do. I will. Love you. Love you too. And Carson. That's her dad. Hello, Nancy. As I mentioned on the phone, my old acquaintance in Salem asked me for a favor, and since you're already in the area, it would be great if you could help. No worries. I love me a good castle. Still, I apologize for interrupting your vacation. I understand. Don't mention it. It's fun, really. Great. Let me know when you've met Dr. Hurst. The book should hopefully be stored somewhere within Mozam. Will do. Talk to you later. Take care, Nance. Dad! I'm so sorry, but the book was stolen. Was anyone hurt? Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Elizabeth is shaken, but luckily she wasn't nearby when it happened. Did you get a good look at the thief? He was wearing a dark hood and used smoke bombs to cover his escape. I'm traveling to Salem to help a friend with a case that I think might be related. Always hot on the trail. Just be careful. An old book isn't worth putting yourself in danger for. I'm always careful, Dad. You take care too. Love you, kiddo. Talk to you later. And no saved photos, and then I can take photos. Sweet. Alright, cool. I feel good about that. I don't feel like calling anyone right now. Let's go. How do I leave this menu? I don't turn off the phone. Why would it take me to my phone menu? Anyway, I just click away from it. Got it. Alright, nothing over here. Ooh, what's this? Huh. I like the other voice actress. Huz better. This game has a new voice actor for Nancy for the first time in like 50 games. So, you know. Can I just walk around your house uninvited? Am I invited? I guess I'm kind of invited. There's no up the stairs, it's just turning or not turning. Interesting. Huh. There we go. New England riot. Keep out.
I probably shouldn't be in May's room without an invitation.
Something was here. Do not enter. What? Excellent.
Oops, wrong door. The guest room is at the end of the hall.
Oh, is that where I'm supposed to be going?
The neighborhood looks peaceful from up here.
I mean, is it not peaceful? Ooh, a note.
Huh.
Found Tegan's photo. Coven.
What does this mean?
My screen just went black? And it's back. I don't know what that was. Nothing on the back. Okay. This is just nothing, huh? Okay. Ooh, I'm getting, like, into the poking around, and I probably should be. I don't know. I guess it's a question. It's like, how much do I want to poke around and dilly-dally, and how much do I want to, like, properly pace this game? I'm fighting... Oh, can I not go down that hall? I can't. Okay, interesting. They just won't let you. Okay, cool. That's fair. I actually am perfectly fine with the game, like, limiting where I'm allowed to go. Hey, you. Just run up right into your face. Look at these actual photos in this game.
Oh,
it is
those are actual
always
photos.
weird when that happens. Hey, B.
Hello again, by the way. Yeah. How's the investigation going?
I've discovered my phone.
Nice.
That's about it.
Wait, you lost your phone?
No, I went through all the options. I read the text messages from my folks.
Oh, cool.
I didn't mean to pick up my phone.
Take a picture of a leg.
Is
Get
that?
wrecked.
Why is there a picture of Mona
Nice
Lisa
to
back
meet
there?
you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You actually will talk to me. You just walked away when I talked to you before, but you're okay.
So she's the one that has a trouble history, right? Or,
Yep. Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I look around the house?
Do you mind if I look around the house?
Ugh, you're so weird. I'm done talking, okay?
Nice. I mean, I already did look around your house. Actually, can I use this on you? No. Okay. Well, I guess I could either leave, or I could talk to the person who brought me here. What are you doing anyway?
Are you ready to leave yet? We don't have all day.
Oh, I was gonna just leave. What were you actually doing before you picked me up from? I don't care. This tour sounds interesting. I don't want to say either of these things. I want to leave this conversation.
What were you actually doing before you picked me up from the airport?
What do you mean?
You gave May a non-answer when she asked why it took you so long to stop by here.
A non-answer? Yeah, because I went to the police station.
And?
And they're still going through the evidence. And when they found out I was May's cousin, they started laughing.
So they think she did it.
Everyone does. So I went to check out the Hathorn house myself. But I never went inside.
The ghost?
What? No. There was some weirdo there who told me the ghost was going to steal my soul. It was totally creepy. And then I found out that everyone in this town believes in ghosts, so I didn't enter.
So it was the ghost.
Whatever or whoever it is, there's an explanation behind it. Did the police give you anything? Anything at all?
They told me there's a Judge Danforth in town, and he's going over the particulars of the Hathorn House estate. I found his office, but he kinda never let me enter his office. Believe me, I
Wasn't he a
tried.
book judge again?
I know him. Not well, but enough to get through his door and have a conversation.
All right, are we going into town or what?
Sure.
Who could gain something by burning down a house? Insurance claim, maybe?
Possibly. Means, motive, and opportunity. We need to start interviewing. See if anyone checks off those 3 boxes.
And in your experience?
It's usually something much more personal.
Cool. The guy who did the... What about the book?
The person who did the witch trials. What was their name again? If it was Hawthorne, that'd be, like, amazing.
That would be, and I feel like if it was that simple, they would be called out more.
Yeah,
I can check, but I don't remember. The judge, though, however, was already in our phone as, like, a thing we needed to go talk to this person. Because I guess Nancy already knew that he was here. Alright, I can't not say this. Great.
This tour sounds interesting.
Don't tell Tegan that's your plan.
It'll give us a good overview of the town.
You mean I want to meet the real Witch of Salem?
Yeah, I do. She might know something. I wonder why Tegan doesn't like her.
You don't have to investigate everything, Drew. Olivia steals Tegan's visitors, sounds like. You really want to do the dumb tour?
You don't have to come with me.
Side by side. Gotta be honest, it does sound more fun than the museum.
Ah. Correct. Museum.
The kitchen table has a great view out into the neighborhood.
Okay. Great. Let's get out of here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hey,
Ned! Hi!
Nance, how have you been? Thanks for finally picking up.
Sorry,
Rude.
I've been on a flight.
Busy on another case, huh? You know, you should really enjoy yourself more, Nance.
Did they change his voice
It's
actor
short to be
too?
working all the time.
This isn't work for me. It's fun. Besides, crime doesn't take a vacation. Speaking of which, how's yours?
Ned, come on.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sounds like you're having fun.
You know, standard fare. Nothing too crazy. I miss you, Nance.
I miss you,
Hey, give it back.
too.
Nancy, I'll call you later.
Call you later, Nancy.
Well, that was...
Uh,
yeah.
That was weird. You're right,
Yeah.
Nancy. What a weird thing to have happened and be in this game. Alright, cool. Ah!
oh, what country does this game take place in?
Massachusetts, I think?
Yeah.
I think we should head
Massachusetts.
right for the judge. What do you think?
Oh god, those eyes.
Sounds good. Let's go meet the judge. Maybe check out the witch tour. I was gonna wander around the town aimlessly. That's what I was gonna do.
Maybe check out the witch tour? Something might pop out at us.
Ugh, are you serious?
I think witches are kind of cool. And you never know what you'll learn. Come on.
What is with you?
I'm a self-declared detective. Oh, dang. Who made this? Who made this? This is great.
Yeah, that was rad. Also,
I just realized who made
that's the
this.
thing with Nancy is that she
I
is,
just realized who made this.
Oh, who did?
A fan? This is totally like... I'm pretty sure they do like a pumpkin carving contest. Like the developers, I mean.
Oh. That's cool.
This is the key art for what's the one called? It's like Ghost of Thornton Hall or something like that. I think that's what it looks like to me. I think so. So I don't think anyone in setting did that.
Oh, okay.
Now, like, I don't know. It might not be a fan made. It might just not fan made, right? Like it, but like I think there was an actual pumpkin that was fan made, and then they were like, "That's awesome. Let's put it in our game." Like a pumpkin carving contest.
We can just do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though they could just make that using their own art by referencing themselves. She's following us. Yeah. We're a duo in this game.
She just decided she was a detective, and the detective thinks now everyone calls her a detective. So you gotta respect that.
Yeah, I mean basically, that's my understanding. It's not that she's not a detective. It's just that she started doing this as a hobby, and now I guess we just have to go to the car. I can't help but poke around and find the edges of the world and see if there's anything. Like, I'm detecting. It's important. It's part of the job. Anyway, let's go to the. Dang it. What? I thought that worked. I gotta be standing in front of the house before I can go forward? Okay, fine. Let's go. Oh, okay, we're here now, I guess. Alright, what's up? We can take the car back to the house. Miller's Drugstore. Something else. Alright, nothing else to heal. Hello? Hey Nancy, Deidre. Deidre gave me your number. Sorry about before, I was stressed. Don't worry about it, and thanks for getting in contact. Where can I find the museum? Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome to come by. We're on the opposite side of the town square from the courthouse. Just turn right and go past the old cemetery. You can't miss it. Thanks, I'll stop by. Great. Bye! Alright. Oh, okay.
Visitors! By now you know the story of the Witches of Salem. Those poor souls were caught in a time of fear and greed, and they paid the price. They may have died, but witchcraft lives on in Salem.
Oh, this should be interesting.
The world would have you believe witches were not real. I'm not talking about old, ugly women who curse their neighbors and fly on broomsticks. The truth is, witches are real. They have always been real. They are alive and well. They are powerful, carrying the secrets of the world beyond the one we see. Ritual, mystery, magic. Most exist now only in secret, and they may be standing among you even now. It is said that in Salem, a coven of witches settled in recent years, set on revenge for the deaths of the Salem witches. Their ritual, one midnight on Halloween, unleashed the angry spirits of the past.
That's so cool.
How did you do that? Thank you. Now, if any of you are interested in the real history of the Witches of Salem, I provide self-guided tours through some of my favorite locations in town. And perhaps you too will see one of the restless dead.
The middle part there.
The same kind of stage magic she's using.
Thief?
That's so
there
cool.
Was a thief? What were you doing there?
Visiting a spooky old castle. You'd have liked it.
Do you regularly fly to Europe for investigations?
Yes.
Sometimes.
And if you want to learn about being a witch, come forward.
Oh, there's that line in the middle where she's like, I'm gonna show you my favorite locations, which felt like completely out of tone with the rest of the theatrics. It was really funny to me. Should we come forward?
You should come forward. You should definitely come forward. You want to be a witch, right?
I mean, kinda. Can I talk to this person?
Fire at Hathorn House. We all know certain renegades in this town know something or two about fire.
Why, Perry? You don't think she'd do it again, do you?
Oh, I'm just eavesdropping. I see.
Wouldn't surprise me. Creeping around back alleys with her hood head down. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Well, with her history, she's bound to already be in the sights of the neighborhood watch. So we'll find out soon enough.
My thoughts exactly.
Okay.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Me? Never. Well, nothing too bad, I hope.
Did you know that in the Malleus Maleficarum, ginger hair was the sign of a witch? You're my kind of people.
I'm not nearly as talented as you are.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush. Oh, there it is. Now I'm turning red. You truly are a witch.
Is this flirting?
So to
Is she
become
flirting
a
with
witch,
us?
Do I need to take a test
Maybe.
or get a diploma?
A true witch is not made with pieces of paper. She is born to it and will feel the call. Bureaucracy is for persecutors. We don't need permission. We don't live by the rules. Anyway, what can I help you with?
I mean, you told me to step forward. How did you perform that trick? How often do you do the show? Have you lived in Salem for long? Do you really believe some modern witch coven unleashed ... Talk to you later. I want to know how often they do the show.
How often do you do this show?
Most nights. It gets busier around Halloween. And I'm sure you can figure out why.
How about the night that the Hathorn House was burned?
You look a little young to be working for the police, dear.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. We're just curious tourists.
Good. Because I've already spoken with them.
And so, you were here.
I was out of town. Did you girls know that Salem is haunted? There's a ghost here. If you go on my tour, you'll learn where you can find it.
Have you lived in Salem for long? Do you really believe? I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Alright. Cool. We have a contact on witch stuff. Ooh, what's this?
Darn, missed the opening hours. Better luck tomorrow.
Now this accused witches group shows up from out of nowhere and thinks they're entitled to the Hathorn property.
Didn't they find proof of their claim? It's only fair.
How far back do these reparations have to go? It's been hundreds of years. Nobody owes these loudmouths squat. It's a bid for attention and money.
Must every response be outrage? I miss the peace and quiet.
Okay. Hey, do you have anything new to say?
The museum is over there, across the square. That's where we can get the Real Witches tour tickets. The judge's office is in that building. If we want to go see him first, dive into the case, I think we should head right for the judge. What do you think?
I mean, I'm never gonna agree with anything you say.
Sounds good. Let's go meet the judge.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, let's not do that. How do I leave? Okay. Looking at some hay bales. What's this sign? Salem Museum of History. Legacy of the Witch Trials. March 27th to October 31st. It's like the 29th, right?
That group is really chanting up a storm.
They really are
What has
chanting.
them so angry?
What's the other sign?
I talked to you guys? No? False judgment, false claim. And it's like I talk to them. I feel like I'm just walking past a picket line. That doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm not a patron. Or working. Ah! Oops.
Yeah, she is very sneaky.
Sorry, I didn't mean to leave. Okay. We've got this direction. We've got this direction. And we've got... Ooh! Can I read this? Alicia Cole, evidence room, courtroom, Judge Danforth's restrooms. Oh, I thought this was the museum. Huh. Alright, well, whatever. Well, I guess we'll go talk to the judge since we're here.
Hey, what are you doing?
Snooping?
He's a judge, Deirdre. He's not gonna bite. Hello? Judge Danforth.
Yeah, hello. Ted? Is that you?
Ted?
No, Your Honor. My name is Nancy Drew. I think you've spoken with my father.
Nancy Drew? Carson's daughter?
Yes, and I'm with my friend Deirdre Shannon. We're investigating the arson of the Hathorn house.
Ah, yes.
Can we come in?
Well, you see, no, I mean, I'd let you in, but I seem to have been locked in my office and I need some help getting out.
Cool! Well, good luck with that.
I'll come back later.
She looked so shocked for some reason.
I know, I kind of read that as, like, for real. Like,
yeah.
Really? It was really happening?
Anyway, that brings us to the end of today. We'll pick up this next time, and we've got a goal next time we continue Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. So that's fun. Cool. Alright. Have a good night, everyone. We'll be continuing this on Fridays for this foreseeable future. I've been DarcyBits. With me has been B. Have a good night.
Have a good night.